Hello guys, it's Isu here. I hope you're all well. How are you doing? How has the past few weeks been for you? I'm sorry I didn't post any videos for a while. It's been kind of a hectic time for me, and I think you all know by now that I'm still in a process of moving. It will take a while still, so nothing new here. I don't want to repeat myself in every single video I make, so let's just go into today's video. I wanted to make a micro home for 8 Sims, or at least I tried my best making a micro home. As you probably see by the title, I didn't manage to make it that small. Maybe if you'd include the Murphy bed as the sofa, maybe then you could make a micro home for 8 Sims. I don't know. I don't think if I even remembered the Murphy bed. Maybe I don't know why I didn't use it here, but either way, it's still very small. It's a tiny house, and I did my best to make it livable and kind of still like a home. I didn't want to make it too small. You could obviously make a house for 8 Sims with just like 5 floor tiles, so they just take turns sleeping in one bed and all of that, but I didn't want to go into that extent. I just wanted to make a real house that's the smallest I could. I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly, but I'm trying. But yeah, first I went ahead and collected all the furniture that I needed. So I have 6 single beds and 1 double bed. So if you download this, it's on my gallery. If you download this, you can make the household whatever. They can be roommates or a family or whatever. But in my head, it was 2 adults and 6 children, or something like 5 children and a nanny or something. I think it would be best for 6 children and 2 adults, because the children are sharing the bedrooms, so I would imagine a nanny or somebody not like a sibling wouldn't want to share a bedroom with another sim. So maybe not, but I don't know, you can do whatever you want with this build if you like to. All the links and information is linked down in the description, so don't worry about that. I was building this with my friend, so some of it is her impact on it. For example, the outside like brick detail thing, I don't know what to call it, but the outside wall color and all, she didn't like the red, so I didn't go with the red. And also I tried with a lot of different windows and a lot of different colored windows. Like I tried the red, and then I just went with the white or kind of light gray maybe. I don't know if that's pure white. But anyways, I went with that because the red was too bright. Sometimes I just want to experiment with something, and when it doesn't work, it's just it doesn't work, and then I go with something else. But yeah, I tried the red brick first, but then I will change it later on. The roofing was kind of tricky. It wasn't that tricky that like it was impossible or very hard, but the eaves were coming like through the other roofs, and I didn't want to have it that way. I had to put multiple roofs because of that, and I don't remember if I even remembered to change it on the back side of the house, but still on the front and on the sides it's alright. And there's a quick tip for you guys if you're struggling with the roofs. You can use multiple roofs on the same size to make them have different like eaves on the side, because for example the eaves that were like kind of clipping through the other wall or the roof meant that if I would have only one roofing there and then just lifted the eave, the front of the house would have looked funny. So yeah, that's just a tip. I don't know if I explained it very well. I'm not the best person to explain anything basically. Here I changed the outside wall. I don't know what can somebody tell me what is it called? The like outside part of the building, like the wall. It's not paint, but the stone or whatever you put in the build. I don't know what to call it, but basically the paint and brick thing on the outside walls, I changed it here. And also still made some changes on the roofs. Okay, here I'm changing the back side of the roof too, so I think it's fixed. And yeah, then I tried different paints and bricks and all to the roof, like into the roof, but I ended up with the same brick detail that is on the walls, on the bottom of the walls, and I really like this kind of stripy look. I don't know. I like the details of the bricks in the roofs and on the bottom of the house, kind of like, I don't know, it gave it an interesting look in my opinion. I don't know if that's very interesting to anybody else, but for me I liked it. And yeah, so basically I still had a few tiles left because I just gave up and built a tiny house. So I had a few tiles left and could make this front porch or step kind of, I don't know what to call it, but this kind of outside doorway. I tried different things with it, but ended up putting a wall there and a flooring, and then later on changed the door too, because the modern tiny living door wasn't, I don't know, I didn't like it in the build. I wish I'd changed the steps on the front door because they don't go with the build because they're so light, but I don't know why I didn't see them. Sometimes when I build, I just completely ignore something. I don't see something, it's out of place, or a color doesn't go with something, I don't know. When I'm building, I kind of go into a zone or something, I don't know. But yeah, later, if I'm using this, I will change the steps on the front. Then I went with painting some of the ground with flowers. First I went kind of heavy with the terrain tool, but then erased quite a lot of it. And yeah, this is just me doing some landscaping. I wanted to make the lot look kind of old, so the house may not be old, but the like land that it's sitting on, it's old, and I wanted to make the kind of fencing and all look old, so maybe the house was built from the ruins of some old house, or I don't know. And I included a lot of plants in there, and I really like to put these kind of hedges, or I don't know, small trees or bushes, I don't know what to call them, but I wanted to put them kind of into the corner like place on the build, because I wanted to minimize the space inside. The house ended up looking kind of very angular. There's quite many kind of like these indents in it. I don't know what to call them either. Wow, my English is so good today, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I ended up putting some hedges in there so they would kind of like conceal the gaps. I don't know. I especially like the back side of the build. I really like it. And because of the limited space inside, I put the dining table and chairs outside under the roofing. There's kind of this terrace area, and yes, you did see correctly, I forgot the steps from the back door, or the kind of side door leading from the kitchen to the dining area. I don't know why I didn't see that when I was building. Maybe, I don't know. I kind of lifted the house on a whim, so maybe I didn't think about that. But when I was playtesting this house, I was so confused that the Sims weren't using the side door and only used the front door, until I figured that there's no steps and they can't exit that door. So if you download this, you can put the steps in there. And a good thing, they don't add up on the tile count, so you can put them in there even if you want to have the tiny house still. So there's not a problem with that. And yeah, I kept the inside decorating and furnishing quite simple. I wanted to experiment with some colors because I imagined the rooms were some teenagers or children's, or kind of like, in my mind, some of them were teenagers and some were children, so I wanted to reflect that on the rooms, but not like making them too cluttery and too childish. I love these bookshelves. These are so good with this build because they look like a bench. I don't know if a sim can actually sit on it, but we can pretend that they can. So it looks like kind of this dividing wall between the living room or the living area and the kitchen, and I really enjoyed that. And then I just put some lamps in all the rooms and just minimal decorating. So if anybody wants to download this, they can put their own spin and decorations in it. And also in the kind of master bedroom with the double bed, I sized the side tables down so none of the lamps would were sitting on them correctly. They were just floating, so I didn't include any lamps or anything on top of the side tables because I was just too tired to start doing something with the cheats or sometimes the Sims things don't cooperate that well. So yeah. This is the finished build. I hope you like it. It was kind of a struggle, I'm not gonna lie, but I really liked the challenge. And it's very simple, as I said, so you can decorate it however you want. All of the bedrooms kinda have a theme. One is kind of like this Asian Chinese type of theme or style. Then the middle one is green and more like sporty, and then we have the last one which is more like minimal and kind of peaceful, I don't know. And yeah, I really enjoy the garden, I really like it, and it looks like it's old and kind of like this, I don't know, I have this kind of cottagey vibe from it. I don't know why, but I really like it. And yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you like my videos, go ahead and subscribe. That will make me very happy. I hope you're all well, and I hope to see you in my next video too. Until then, bye!